Good morning guys, this is Aphrodite's Child. In today's video I'm going to be doing a book review on Venus and Aphrodite, History of a Goddess by Bettany Hughes, and Pagan Portal's Aphrodite. So I thought to first start off with this one, because this one is probably one of my most favourite books on Aphrodite. And this is the British cover of the book. I know the American cover has a different picture. And for those of you that don't have this book, it has this beautiful picture of Aphrodite in it. So I've had this book for I think about 2 years now, and I just thought to do a review on it today. I actually read it. It took me 5 days to finish it, because I read it as soon as it arrived in the post. I read it, and it took me 5 days to finish it because I could not put it down. I couldn't stop reading it. To why I feel that this book is a brilliant introduction to beginners who work with Aphrodite, or who are new to working with Aphrodite, is because that it takes you through the history of her origins from like, what I would say, kind of like from the beginning of everything, from Ishtar, Inanna, Astarte. So it kind of takes you through her origins from them goddesses. Now, as a soft polytheist who sees all as the same one, I do see Ishtar, Inanna, and Astarte as like the beginning of everything. And Bettany Hughes has written beautifully about Aphrodite in his book. She really takes you on a journey with her through her origins, where it all began, her popularity, and also the discussion of Aphrodite after it got worked with as a man. So it kind of takes you through the history of Aphrodite and her origins, and it also discusses like her playlists as well. Like, one of the main songs on her playlist is actually a Bananarama song called Venus, which, before I initially read that chapter, I did that did come to me to actually add that onto her playlist. And when I read this book, when I got to that chapter in the book, Bettany Hughes does mention in this book that is one of the main songs that actually gets put on her playlist. And I was like, interesting, because that came to me before I initially started to read, before I initially got to that chapter. I know that is a very well-known Bananarama song. It's called Venus. And it takes you through like the Bocelli artwork, because obviously one of the main artwork of Bocelli is when she's standing up out of her shell, like the birth of Aphrodite. And so I can really, really recommend this book for beginners, for those that have just started to work with Aphrodite, or even those that have already started to work with Aphrodite. It is a fantastic book. It is available in Waterstones, and you can also get it from eBay and Amazon. Online. There is both this UK edition and the American edition as well. So both editions are available for each country. And it has hymns in there. It also has hymns in there, to Aphrodite, the Homeric and the Orphic hymns to Aphrodite. And it has been a minute since I've actually, it has been a while since I've actually read this book, but I'm thinking I will read it again, just kind of refresh my memory. But I would say that this book is one of the most detailed book that has ever been written about Aphrodite, and it is a very, very popular book with those that actually work with Aphrodite. I know that Bettany Hughes was getting stick from a lot of people that generally kind of work with Aphrodite, and religious people, and they were saying, well, how can she write a book when she doesn't have to work, when she doesn't believe that Aphrodite, is a divine spirit, and this and this and this. at the end of the day, you know, not everyone's going to believe in stuff. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, you know, say it would be nice if someone who actually works with Aphrodite, you know, to be able to write a book like this. Well, yeah, true. But even though that Bettany Hughes doesn't believe that Aphrodite actually exists, she initially wrote this fantastic book about the history of Aphrodite, and it really helped those that do actually work with her and that believe that she exists. And it's a really, really brilliant starting point for beginners, and also those that actually work with Aphrodite and is looking into getting a book about Aphrodite. I can really, really, really recommend this book. It's one of my favourites of Aphrodite, and always will be my very personal favourite of Aphrodite. It's a book that once you read it, you won't be able to put it down. I mean, I got that read in 5 days. You know, it's a really, really fantastic book, and it's well written, well thought out. The history of the Oranges of Aphrodite is absolutely spot on. You know, she really, really did her research in this, and it is well recommended by people that actually work with Aphrodite and those that actually don't believe in Aphrodite. So it's a one of the most popular Bettany Hughes books. And also especially around people that generally work with Aphrodite, it does get recommended highly above every book of Aphrodite. It is one of my personal favourites, and I'm really, really so happy that I have this book in my collection. So if you are interested, do pick up a copy. It's a very, very well historical book on Aphrodite, and also excuse me, sorry, when you do work with Aphrodite, you know, when it comes to her myths, they haven't been historically proven that she did all this bad stuff. You know, she's not Jesus Christ, where all his, you know, everything that he did was proven to be historical. Greek myths were never proven to be historical. This way you can only take them as literally, because they were never proven to be historically accurate. You know, that Aphrodite did this and Aphrodite did that. You know, when something's not been historically proven, it means that they did no such thing. It's not like Jesus Christ, where everything about him has been historical proven, that he murdered the Egyptian children, that he did this and that he did that. When it comes to Aphrodite and other gods and goddesses that people work with in the Greek religion, it's never been historical proven. And I do see Aphrodite and Eros, her son. You know, I'm a mother myself, so I generally respond kind of to the relationship of Eros being Aphrodite's child. I do see them two as being universal. So I really don't work with any other deity except for them. I do tend to follow kind of a Wiccan kind of, you know, to how they see, you know, like Eros being God and Aphrodite being goddess, but, you know, that's the Wiccan in me is never really allowed. But that's my personal path. You know, I kind of follow on the lines of how they worked with Aphrodite and Pompeii as kind of a universal deity. So that's how I work with her and Eros. But I do see Eros kind of ruling alongside his mother Aphrodite, which isn't taking anything, you know, from him. So they are both universal to me, and I do respect, you know, her husbands and everything. So yeah, there you go. So the next book I thought to talk about is Pagan Portals by Aphrodite. Now, what I do like about this book is that it has all her epithets in, it has celebrations in, it has altars ideas, devotional acts and spell work, and the author kind of talks about her relationship with Aphrodite and how she began to work with her and things. I bought this book just to see, you know, how it was and everything, and it does go into detail about you know, the birth of Aphrodite and how it all began, sort of thing, from her birth, and, you know, her lovers, you know, with Andronis, Ares and Hephaestus and things. I mean, I don't recommend it as much as I would do with Venus Aphrodite Bettany Hughes, but if it interests you and you would like to have a copy, then by all means, you know, please do. But I don't personally, it's only me personally, I don't recommend it as much as I do Venus and Aphrodite, History of a Goddess by Bettany Hughes. But what is good about this is that it has all the celebrations, like I've said, you know, altars ideas, devotional acts, and the author talks about her relationship with Aphrodite, you know, and how she got to work with her. It is a good book for beginners also, you know, to how you know, how to start working with her, you know, alter ideas, you know. I mean, I don't personally use any epithets of Aphrodite or even with Eros, I just see it all as them. And so if you are interested, you can order it at Waterstones or even get it from eBay or Amazon. But it is a good introduction, and the author does go into detail about things, but I don't recommend it as much as I would do with this book, Venus and Aphrodite, History of a Goddess. But it is worth having only if you personally want it. I mean, I do have it. I do have a copy of it, and it has helped me with my research, you know, with reading about her epithets, even though I don't personally use them because I see it all as her altar ideas, devotional acts, you know, offerings and things. So it has helped me in ways with working with Aphrodite. So, but yeah. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this book review. If you do like this video, please give it a like. And if you are interested in hearing from me in the future, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.